What's going on, guys? It's me, Joey, and what can I say about Overwatch? Maybe that's freaking awesome. This game is definitely a party in the pants, only the catch is you're wearing shorts. And those shorts are on fire, and everyone's watching, but really no one's watching because everyone realized that there's a sale at the local retail store, and you didn't even get a coupon to partake in the festivities. Anyways, back onto topic. Long story, very short. A deadly robotic outbreak threatens our beloved planet Earth, and who's there to stop their mechanical onslaught? Well, a merry band of heroes initiated and called upon by the United Nations known as the Overwatch. Yes, kids, that's how intricate we're gonna go with this. The United Nations actually was involved. After abolishing the threat, Overwatch states acted to keep peace, and as you know, like any awesome story, a new threat arises, and that's where we come into play. If you're not familiar with this game, it's basically a first-person shooter in which the player, you, chooses a hero by utilizing the vast 21 character roster, and then battles to the death until one team places as a victor. Now, this game is characterized as a shooter in a sense, but does not generally fall in the category of gunplay, per se, like your typical Call of Duty or Battlefield games or even Team Fortress, although they do have similar elements. It's a team-based online shooter that promotes cooperation amongst your comrades to fulfill objectives that could make or break your round if the participation is not complied. Now, as much as I would love for that to totally happen, in a perfect world where everyone just cooperates and syncs in perfect unison, it just doesn't always happen. You'll always have that one guy who just automatically drones into Call of Duty and instantaneously goes on a Terminator seek and destroy mode and just goes for team kills, which is pretty amazing to me because playing with people like that never really affected my experience or immersion within the gameplay. So far, Overwatch has been more than impressive. Let's start with the catch. I was completely stomped by the amazing game trailer that was presented to me, which I forgot at times was even a video game trailer and not some Pixar animated film. Honestly, I was just thinking to myself, why is this not a movie? It has that awesome Big Hero 6 feel to the overall production. These trailers really got me psyched and pulled me towards the game, which led me to download the beta test. But Joey, is that all? Why no, random high-pitched pedestrian. My overall experience in-game has just been refreshing. Witnessing that Pixar-like animated style to the characters coming to life in my very own hands felt nothing more than satisfying. Especially with the game running at 1080p at smooth 60 frames per second, blasting my opponents never felt better. Oh my gosh, the colors. Overwatch's graphic haul is appealing to the eye. With its vibrant color textures and array of crafted 3D models, I honestly find myself walking off from battle and just looking around the level design like a lost tourist, which actually puts you in different locations in the world. Let's talk about the characters. Each character within the game is designed to play specific roles to perform various tasks, which are broken down to respective categories such as offense, which is your primary assault or damage dealers, your defense, which mostly defends a general area or object. You got the tank, who's pretty much, he gets in the nitty gritty of the action and acts like kind of like that bullet sponge or adds pressure to your opponents. And then the support, which are your healers, your medics, your ability boosters. And believe me when I say that the strategic combinations with the use of these characters can be limitless, especially if you and your friends are rolling deep as a fire team. You can have as many characters as you want that are exactly the same or differently assorted, and you guys can come up with many strategies. I'm telling you, it is limitless. The character select even recommends what you're missing to make that perfect balance for your team. Now, having such a giant roster to choose from, each character will have very specific strengths and weaknesses with different characteristics. For example, Reinhardt, the friendly armored knight with a heart of gold, is relatively slow and sluggish in movement. But don't take the lack of speed lightly because he does have a few tricks up his sleeves. Combined with an energy shield to push enemies back and protect allies, he's also included with a mean power charge that will rocker stomp your ass faster than you can say Hail Mary. Now, I thought to myself, being at a game that's only comprised as a multiplayer game with 4 game modes and no single player campaign, I thought that the gameplay would get pretty stale after a few hours, but it actually didn't. The constant on-edge, fast-paced chaos kept me on my toes the whole entire time. It's because of the different characters with their range of abilities that just kept me occupied on how to meet each match objective, from escorting a payload to its destination or even locking and capturing map control points. It gets you to the point of thinking which character would be best best suited for the situation, or to be used to dampen the opposing team's skills. Now, the team agendas aren't anything close to gameplay like Destiny, where I find myself compiling hours in and out trying to get anywhere near progressive or obtaining the perfect loot drop. But I actually do love that. Being that my schedule is so hectic and on the go, I love that I can feel like I can play a match and put the controller down and go without feeling like I'm missing anything at all. The matches aren't even really that long, ranging from 10 to 15 minutes, or even based on how bad the team is losing. I love that it doesn't feel like a chore and leans more on the social platform, just chilling and relaxing on a weekend with some friends and chatting up and BSing around. The sounds in the game are super crisp. If you have any of those nifty gaming headsets, definitely put them on because you're going to feel every hit and explosion that's projected in combat. I found myself not really paying much attention to the music score or in-game music. Nothing that really caught my attention, as if it put me in some weird energetic pump like being a club smash with Red Bulls, but the sound effects definitely do make up for it. Though I'm totally digging this game, especially in its beta version, it comes to no surprise that it will have its own flaws. The game rewards players with a loot system which enables the player to open a loot crate, granting them common to epic items once leveled, which I love mystery boxes if you haven't seen that already on my channel. But I can't feel too ecstatic since majority of the items given are primarily cosmetic, which pretty much only gives you the ability to switch the overall look and sound of your favorite characters and do a spray paint and pose here and there. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I'm just asking for too much, but it felt a little hollow. The other issue that I think may arise will be the longevity of the game. With only 4 game modes and only a multiplayer outlet, it completely isolates and negates your players that want an enriched storyline, or want the overall background of the character that they're playing, not just a history book version of it. I mean, there was a war in the first place, right? So why not touch base on that and show us truly how badass and pinnacle these heroes truly were for that era. I do believe the game will most likely hit downloadable content or future expansions with new playable modes. I just feel like a little bit more could have been provided, but we won't know that until the actual launch, so as of right now this is just a beta, so I could be wrong. Overwatch is a beautifully designed game with smooth controls and well-balanced character roster to help dish out intricate and strategic gameplay that will definitely keep you, family, and friends playing for hours that won't bog you down, which is why as of right now I'm going to give this beta a score of 9 squirrels out of 11 dolphins. Well guys, this is Joey from Unboxerate. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick review of the Overwatch beta, and hopefully you guys stick around, watch any future content that I'm going to be posting up, and definitely stick around because, you know, I just love doing this stuff. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit, alright? Bye!